Do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Running from something. Now, like the soil where it lies. Wake up and hide your
Podcast commencing in
Fucking thing sucks.
Yo, welcome to You the Artist. It's episode 8. Featuring our homie, Lee Ibanez. What's
up?
good?
What's
Yeah,
up?
He's been
let's
jamming
go.
with us, playing in our band for a while.
Let's go.
Lee is a
originally
musician.
Tech,
Yeah, he was originally teching for us.
and then it just came through with it.
Yeah, the little Asian just
Came
running
through.
around the stage really is the best job title for anything.
Who is that guy at your shows?
Stage gremlin.
Lee also started a project called Clovercast. They just released a single today called what do you call it? 0 o'clock? Like it's 0.
Midnight.
The clock.
Yeah, it's
like
it's just
midnight
called
in-
midnight.
It's
Midnight,
midnight in
okay.
24-hour time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
military time. Yeah.
Yo, so real quick, Lee's a musician. He's a longtime friend of ours. He's played in a few bands here and there. He's been
Couple
playing
bands.
music his whole life.
Yeah.
Now he's like running a solo project. I personally met Lee at an open mic probably 5 years ago now.
Yeah, shout out to Kennedy and the music scene.
Yeah, in Whippy at the music scene, which we and Judgment, we actually jammed there at the
Yep.
music scene for a bit.
For a couple months.
Rest
So
in
it's just
peace.
rest in peace.
I remember I tried so hard to get you guys at a show there as well.
Yes,
but
you did,
timing
yes.
never
Yeah.
worked out for any of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be gnarly. Do they sell food there?
No.
I just wondering.
But
It
there
looks
was
like a place that
there
might
was
have
yeah,
something
they had
that,
alcohol, but there was a
slaps your
killer pizza place in the front of the
yeah.
And
thing.
it used to be twice the size too.
Oh my god, dude. Cominos? Shout out to Cominos.
Apparently a bomb
Yo.
shawarma spot there called
Can't even see
Borka's
it.
Shawarma.
Borka.
Yeah, it's like something I remember seeing it and be like,
That's where it came from.
What intersection's that at? Whippy. It's in Whippy. What's the
it's at
intersection?
Whippy and Dundee.
Garden, Garden and
No, not Garden.
Garden and
Gerard.
Gerard
Gerard?
and
It's
Dundas.
Gerard and
So
Dundas.
if you're ever
That's just right.
It's right there,
Okay,
isn't it?
because
Yeah,
we
I was
used to
gonna say.
swing Taunton to
It's like the Big
Gerard.
Al's
I don't know. I used to
Yeah,
work there, so I
yeah.
know a lot of
Plaza.
things
Big
there.
Al's, Polenta, there's a golf.
There's a gas
town.
station right across the thing.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons.
Yes,
So if
there
you're
is.
ever driving through Whippy
This whole
and you need
podcast.
to know everything,
It's us reminiscing about that intersection, really.
that's in that area. You got it here.
And then
Yeah,
one day we
when
showed
I
up
first
here.
met Lee, that was at our show at the music hall, and he was saying he was gonna throw up, and that was his hello to us.
No, it was a Mustache Club, actually.
Mustache,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mustache,
Club.
yeah.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
show,
yeah.
that
The
show
WRX.
fucking stressed me out so
Who the
much.
fuck else played that?
That was
Tramp.
Letdown.
Was that the Letdown
Yeah, I
show?
believe that was Letdown. That was like one of our first
Yeah.
shows, third show of
It
all
wa-
time.
Third show with the four of us.
With
yeah.
me,
With
yeah,
you
sorry,
in it,
with
Was
yeah.
it
me.
really that?
Yeah,
Really?
Because it
Yeah.
was Bovine, and then we played fucking
We suck.
that other spot in Toronto, the Hideout, and then we played that. I'm pretty sure, right?
That's the one we sold out, right?
Hard. This goes for a hard flex.
He's right.
That was the first
I mean, we
show
did,
that we
man.
did.
That
We
was,
sold it out.
you
No,
know
no,
what?
you-
Call it douchey, call it whatever you want, but we fucking sold it out, and that was the first time we ever even had a crowd that big, and we
Yep.
killed it, man.
Shout out to
Like,
the
People
stash.
weren't allowed in,
Fuck
and we
you
were like,
if
this
you
is fucking crazy. And then
doubt
someone
us.
Shout out
pulled
to the
pulled
energy.
fire alarm.
Oh my god, I remember
that?
I remember someone pulled the fire
Yeah.
alarm. I was in the middle of
Oh.
carrying gear out.
What the fuck?
I don't know if you guys
Low key, we know who it was. Are we allowed to say this? Well,
Yeah,
they,
Do
I
we
mean,
actually
yeah,
know who
we
it
could
was?
say
it was Cappy's dad's friend.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Fire alarm.
Cappy.
Dad's
Ham
friend.
day.
Oh, was it Weed Butter guy?
No. No.
Total
It was-
weed butter guy thing to do.
It was talking in his sleep guy, but I don't know. You probably don't know
Oh,
him.
dude, that guy
Yeah.
K's on the couch, talks to the sleep guy.
Yeah.
What does he look like though? I might have
He's
remembered.
tall.
I don't know, passed out
He's
probably.
tall? No.
Yeah.
He's
tall,
short.
Is he not?
He's short.
He was laying on a couch. I couldn't tell.
I mean, he's not short. He's like probably like average height, like
That's what I'm
5'8"
saying, like,
or something.
Okay, he's not
He's
Yeah.
not
Not
like
tall.
tall. When you say
Yeah.
tall, I'm thinking like this guy's
6'4".
6'5". Like
Yeah.
fucking weed butter guy. That guy's tall.
Yeah, he is. He's a big fucker.
I
Weed
can't
butter
really
guy.
chime in. I'm short. Like I'm so short.
Yeah,
so
you don't
everyone
even
is
know what the
tall to
fuck
me.
we're talking about.
Yeah. Tall guy, you
Your
mean
podcast. And we're going off.
We're going off about that show, bro.
tall
Show.
guys? You mean everyone?
Anyways, the guy pulled the fire alarm, and then everybody had to evacuate after, and that
But
was
like
it.
we were allowed to stay. It was like such a like
I remember that
random
actually.
drill.
We were loading
Pretty
out
hype.
at that time.
Yeah,
we were.
the
We
yeah.
the show
pretty
had
dope
finished.
because we got off the stage and usually like you get off the stage and everyone wants to say hi. You're trying to get all your gear so you can either get home, load your van, or whatever. You know what I mean? Let the other people on. Everyone's like, yo, good set or whatever. But that didn't happen because
'cause it
someone
was so
pulled the fire
packed.
It
alarm.
didn't slow us down because when you finish a set and everybody tries to come say like good set or whatever after your
Everyone's
set,
just
Everyone was
Damn.
gone.
Yeah.
So we were
everyone
just
was
like,
gone
hype.
and we were like,
just like,
"Alright,
fuck
that's
that
kinda cool."
Your EP show and everyone leaves in the
Anyways,
middle of it.
That's how like the guys and us we kind of met Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
got
That was
closer.
that's
Yeah.
how, when I met Lee as well.
That's when I let me.
Was,
That's when I let Lee.
I was very nervous. I was very nervous. I was about to throw up at some point in the
Yeah,
night.
you guys put on a good show though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
this hype.
you kill it. Lee is a fucking
Natural.
crazy musician, but then also his stage presence is unreal.
He can do so many guitar.
His
flips.
knowledge.
You could pretty much compare me to the Tasmanian devil on stage, just running everywhere
Yeah.
with nowhere to go, really.
And you
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
spinning
It's
half the
kinda
time.
hot.
you used to have those boxes. What do you
Yeah,
call
the front
them?
of the front of stage risers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you built them, right?
yeah. Me and my dad built them.
Couple
That's
2x4s and a couple butts.
Remember seeing you up there and it's like, do a flip.
And then I did, and everyone was like, "What?"
I remember
How'd
you're
you
like,
do that?
yo, you can use them for your set, and I was like, eh.
That
Yeah,
was
you
just-
guys were
I-
like, "I don't. We've never used
That's
this." I was like,
hilarious.
literally,
When do you
just stand
step
on
on
them.
It looked
Yeah.
dangerous. I
The
might roll an
bridge.
ankle.
Yeah, they're. I'm waiting
Can
for
we
us.
use
I'm
them?
waiting for COVID to finish so that we could get back on stage and I can bring those and actually
Yeah.
use them because they're just collecting dust in the corner of my garage, along with the rest of the gear that I haven't used since We RX. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because Lee does play. Will be playing live with us whenever we come back. That's a new
Yeah,
thing.
this is like something
a-
that I don't
He's our
even
new
know if
guitarist.
people know, but recently, it started with us playing a Boy Brushed Red. No, it was Boy Brushed Red, and we're like, hey Lee, you play guitar, and then I'll just
Pretty
sing.
good, eh?
Like,
Yeah,
me,
I remember.
imagine.
I remember one day at jam, you guys were jamming it, and then Veg stopped and just went, "Lee, do you know this?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, just throws the guitar to me. He's like, "I don't want to play this."
The thing is I've wanted to, like, I love guitar, and I love writing guitar parts. I love playing guitar, and it's fun, and it's, like, cool, whatever. But I just want to be, like, a front man, I just
Yeah.
want to, like, be able to have the stage to run around and really interact with the crowd and just, bring our live performance to a new level.
Yeah.
And this is something that I've wanted to do for a bit, but we just haven't had the right person to play guitar, and
Here he
we're
is.
You
kind
didn't wanna
of
bring in like a stranger.
yeah.
Just
We
like a
also
random person
we're
to
like
throw off the vibe.
we're very tightly knit, like in Judgment. We've been friends since we can all remember.
Which I love, by the way. There's a lot of bands that like they're friends with each other,
Suck.
but they're not like brothers with each other.
Yeah.
Which I love about
Yeah.
hanging out with you guys because I do feel the brotherhood.
You're
You know,
Yeah.
that
adopted
vibes.
son.
Oh no, how many adopted
You're
families do I have?
Uh-oh.
Hey, come on.
So many. So
Not
many
that
pairs.
kind of
But yeah, that was
podcast.
just to like touch on that.
Yeah.
Like we thought, like that was a conversation that we had. We thought about bringing in a guitarist or having tryouts almost
Yep.
2.5 years ago.
Yep.
So that's something you wanted to do for a really long time.
That's what I mean. It's been a long time coming, and having Lee around as our tech. We've spent a lot of time with him. He used to come to like all of our jams, and even though he wasn't really like teching at jams, he was like helping set up and You know,
Vibing.
making sure everything
Big
was
vibe.
running smooth at Jam, which was like so lit and
Having a couple ciggies while you guys are.
Yeah.
Couple darts,
Couple rooftop mellows, which I still think he gets under the counter, and we haven't
chills.
figured out that yet.
It's just vibing, man. We just vibing.
No, but literally, he would always, every single time we had Lee out, he'd come out, he'd fucking kill it, and we were like, this guy knows everything, and then he
Yeah.
can play everything, and we're like, where the fuck did you come from?
that is
kinda
the sad thing about this, you know, because we do lose, you know, this fucking unit of a tech.
This
But-
5'6.5" unit.
You are though, man. I know
know a
countless
lot,
amount of
bro.
times. I remember Rye's kick was literally moving constantly, so you sat in front of the kick the whole
Barry show. The
Like,
first
That was
Barry
before
show.
he was
That's
even like
true.
teching though.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was just like, yo, do you want me to help you guys out with this set? And we were like, sure.
The
That
only
was the
reason,
first
The
time.
only reason why I did that was because I saw you roll up with 2 basses and just went, "Where is he? What's he gonna do with this?" Like
Bass swap.
I was just,
Can't even do one.
so I just went.
Holding both in 2 separate hands on stage.
Yeah, I remember I went up to Rye. I was like, "Yo, do you guys need like tech help?" And he's like, "I have no idea what that means." And I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to Smee over there." And Smee was like, "Yeah, sure."
You're like, do you want me to
honestly."
tune that for you? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember
How
I
do you
didn't
know how?
I didn't even have a tuner that show. I was tuning by ear in the corner of the Fox Lounge. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
honestly.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
Dunzo?
Rest in peace, every
Is it Dunzo?
fucking music
Every
venue,
venue,
ever.
yeah.
Yeah, that
I didn't know that it was
Hideout,
done.
It's done as well.
I think it's done. Yeah.
Hideout's Dunsies.
I just want to say Rip Tartan.
Yeah.
Because that's
The
the relevant
Tartan.
son of
No,
music.
Frankie K, if you're listening, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Ta-
That dude
technically
loved
a
it.
music venue, I guess. People played like little like pub nights and stuff. It
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
like
it
actually,
was
yeah.
a music venue for country.
Yes.
Seriously, like they did have like I'm pretty sure like the Zach Brown band played there. They
That's
shot their
Corral.
music video. Oh yeah,
Zach Brown?
Rest
I'm
in
getting
peace, Corral,
confused,
too.
Rest in
and
peace,
that's
Corral.
another one.
Yeah.
Recipe.
Yeah,
So many.
I was getting them confused.
So many
Rest in
venues that
peace,
shut down. Like
excuses.
everything.
Is excuses done
It's done
too?
too, yeah,
Oh
after, like,
god.
you see that?
38 years,
the band, I was
36
like,
years.
what?
Oh God.
No, that's excuses, excuses.
Yeah, okay.
Excuses
I thought
is
you
a
guys were on
bar.
Shout
the
out
same
to
basis.
excuses, excuses.
I've never been
Their
there
first
ever.
name is
but-
No, me
Excuses
either,
and their
man.
last
It's just
name
on
is
that one side of
Excuses.
Simcoe.
Shout out to
Like
Excuses.
right by the corral,
Excuses.
red building.
Yeah, it's like the
Looks like
big
McDonald's,
red, like,
kinda.
superhero looking
I
sign.
know where it is, but yeah, I've never
No,
actually
me
been
either.
Something
there.
kind of
Just
cool,
apparently it closed though, and they've been around for like 30 plus years.
which
already.
Yeah.
Zach talked about last podcast with Hot Knives. I guess he played at Chain Reaction in California.
Yeah, that was.
Oh God.
That
yeah.
almost went under or was going
Yeah.
under, but then
Yeah,
from
they
support
saved
of like fans and other bands and stuff, they just didn't let it shut down. So
Yeah,
that
they had
venue's,
like a.
continuing on.
They did like a what's it called? Like a GoFundMe or something
Yeah.
like that.
with
and
merch
like
too and shit.
they're
That's
like-
a historic venue.
yeah,
Every-
but
Apparently
they
it
did it so
sucks.
live
close.
set ever has a chain reaction. Like every big band, like in the punk scene, has like a chain reaction
Yes.
show set on.
Remember
fucking
Rise
YouTube.
Against?
Dude, Rise Against fucking Story So Far. Has a big
Avenged
one.
Sevenfold.
Yeah, dude, everyone, and it's trippy because it's like the low ceiling too, so you fucking know it's chain reaction.
Yeah.
It's trippy.
Well, I
it
mean,
says
also
Chain
the
Reaction
sign
in
in
the
the back
back.
of the stage also kind of
Yeah.
gives it away when it says Chain
Yeah, yeah.
Reaction.
Honestly, I fucking love those small type venues.
The dive bar venues are
Where,
just
honestly, it, like
The smell.
if it doesn't smell like
Piss,
piss,
bleach.
vinegar, and bleach, then I
don't
don't
know
want
what
to
you're
play
smelling
there.
You know what kind of show it's gonna
The
be?
bleach
as
is
soon
them
as you smell the
trying.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
you
cleaning
walk in.
supply, beer, and piss.
And the in Crust Dreams.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally.
Literally the bovine, bro. The bovine is
Ah,
the
I love it.
epitome of that.
I love
Oh
it.
my.
Yeah, it's something to live for. Once you get that in your system, it's hard to get out. You know what I mean?
Bovine had
No,
a
I'm-
dope like upstairs to it.
I miss going to dirty ass venues and
Yeah.
you know
The sticker.
walk
it's
don't
it in
wanna
and
go to
There's
the-
so much character
Not
in
right
those
now,
buildings, you know?
Yeah, you
You're
know.
like, Bon Jovi probably threw up
Yeah,
here.
like,
Who knows?
It's
how-
like to me
How many
it's like
people sweat?
to
in
me
this
it's kind of
spot?
like going to like a church or like a museum.
Interesting.
You know, and I'm
Those
not like
vibes.
I'm not like religious or anything, but it's like like everyone else feels this who plays in a band or even just is a fan of any band. Like when you go to a venue, it just feels like it's your escape. It's your place to get away and everything. And I think that's so beautiful. You know, there's not a lot of places that a universal collective could just go to and forget about all the bullshit in their lives.
It's
You
true,
know,
man.
it's
Yeah.
amazing that that's a
That was
thing.
poetic. I like
It's a-
that.
Yeah, well,
that's a
that's
cool-
Yeah, sorry. I've been
No,
I've
it's
been
all good.
watching
I
a
like-
lot of
it's cool.
1975 interviews to prep for this, so I'm feeling very philosophical.
Hype.
No, that's why I'm horny.
I know that's actually, I guess, back onto the Clovercast thing. That's one of your like largest influences, though. If you want to like give us like a little bit of more of a background on Clovercast, what you're doing in your solo project and everything.
So Clovercast, that name actually came from like a really weird situation. I was having I went to Seneca for school at their independent musicians production program.
Okay.
And I was just having the worst day. I think we had like a songwriting class, and I didn't get that great of a grade or something like that. And I was just kind of feeling crappy that day. I think my ex was like trying to call me and stuff that day as well.
Classic.
Yeah, and like it was like a cloudy day. Like it wasn't the best weather, and like I sat in like the field at Seneca and looked over, and there was just a bunch of like 4-leaf clovers. I was like, I mean, that's got to be a sign for something. And it was kind of from then, like my luck has just turned, and so the whole thing behind the name of Clovercast is like finding luck on those really grimy, gritty, kind of crappy days that you're having.
Dude,
You know,
I love that,
yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
really
I actually had no idea that's
Yeah, surprise.
what
I
that
always liked
was,
the
but
name Clovercast. Like I thought it was a super cool.
I
name.
liked it, but I like it a lot more now.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Appreciate
knowing that that background of it, man. That's really
Every
really
time I
cool.
see that, I'm gonna think of that now.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
that's so sick.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of the songs that I've written for Clovercast, Not Your Type and Midnight, and, you know, the next couple of singles that are going to drop after that, I don't know when, but,
Yeah.
you know.
Actually, have recorded right now. Like how many?
I have the
Like you
two that
do.
are already released, and then I have two more that I'm working on that are
Yeah.
close to being released, and then I have like 50 songs that I've started and just forgot about
True.
because I was like, yeah, that's cool. And then
Put it to the side.
I just take a nap and I wake up and I'm like, okay, but what if I did this instead? And then I do that and then I take another nap. That's probably why my sleep schedule's so
What
fucked.
if you wrote a song and did that, and then had like 5 or 10 different versions of the songs where it starts the same, but it like branches off in different like things as the song goes on? That'd be kind of cool.
Well, at some point I would like to do like a Rush 2112 or like a Marianas Trench, sort of like how they do their opening and closing tracks where it sounds like it's 3 different songs in the same song and it
Yeah.
takes you on this whole journey.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one of the first things that I was thinking about doing for Clovercast was a whole concept album. And I was like, I can't even, you know, write a full-on story. How am I going to do this? You know? And obviously I haven't worked on it since, but, you know, it's just like, with Clovercast, I wanted to tell more stories than I did with We Are X, which was the band that I was in when I
Yeah.
met, you know, when I met all you guys, which was more just the stereotypical pop punk.
Yeah, very pop punk.
Yeah, and then you know
It was
that
that was your
guess.
all-time low phase,
that was
Yeah.
my all-time low. Pierce the Veil.
which like all
Pretty
good
sick.
bands, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah.
So-
then I started getting into, you know, like a bunch of pop. I remember I went through a bad breakup, heard the 5 Seconds of Summer Youngblood album. That changed, you know, everything for me. I started writing poppier. And then A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships as well by the 1975 changed, like, it just flipped the whole thing on me, you know, and that's where all of the 80s sort of influence comes from, I guess, from all the 1975 that I listened to.
I like
Yeah, I was
that
literally just
vibe.
gonna ask
Yeah.
what drove the change there, but thank you for answering that.
I was always
Oh yeah, my bad.
It's all good.
even for me listening to pop music, I feel like Hack showed me like Sex by the 1975,
dope track.
and like
Dope
that was
track.
like one of the first like poppier songs I'd listened to in a while, other than pop
feel like
punk,
I know
type
that
things,
track.
you know. We've listened to
I
it quite a
can't-
few times on like drives.
Oh
boyfriend
But then ever since then, I've gotten way
Oh,
more
that-
into like
yeah.
other
Yeah,
songs
See,
like
yeah, like I didn't know
Band
that that was in
Camino and stuff that are
1975.
poppier.
Yeah.
You know, that like kind of I guess like bridge like a different like interest in music.
And
too.
it's
Yeah.
cool because
Cool.
a lot of bands that were like in the heavier and pop punk kind of scene are starting to do that. Like Grayscale kind of started doing that with their like everyone's kind of doing the same like like that 1975 kind of like guitar track in like their tracks now.
Yeah.
Like fucking Boys of Fall does it all the time in their newer tracks. Yeah, like obviously Grayscale.
Some early band Camino had a lot of that, influence in them as well.
Yeah, no, even like their, I don't know if it's their new stuff, but like you still like get that vibe. Like I'm going based off the guitars.
Even the new like the new Seaway record.
Yeah,
big
big time
too.
new Seaway.
Yeah.
New Seaway.
Cool album.
Sea Haven
I did
kinda
listen to
did it
some
a
of
little
it.
bit, not as much, not as like poppy. They did like a sad thing when they went from like a grungy thing to a pop thing, but
I feel like most of those bands go either way.
yeah,
We were one of the bands that went like hard.
yeah.
I feel like there still are bands that do that. I just don't really.
Yeah.
I can't think of any
Like
right now.
of like actual like punk? Are you saying like?
I'm saying they start in like a pop punk world, and
I feel
then
like no
they
one says
evolve
punk,
into.
though, no one just
Yeah.
goes to traditional punk. It's either heavier or it's pop.
Yeah.
No one just goes
Yeah.
straight. Get
I feel like
Yeah.
Rise Against
Straight
is, like,
from where,
probably the
though?
only band I can think of that kind of does that, but they've even gotten like a little more pop. But like all
Yeah.
their songs kind of
They've sounded the same
structure.
since
Yeah.
Day to Remember and stuff like that. Yeah.
the last like
Yeah.
four
Bands like
albums.
that.
sounded
Are you
very
talking about
similar.
Rise
Yeah.
Against?
Yeah.
I was gonna say since like their 2014 record, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
Ever since Endgame.
Audience of
Yeah.
One? Or Endgame. Yeah,
Audience of
100%.
One was off of Appeal to Reason.
That's the
That's
name I was
08.
looking
Yeah.
for. That's where they got popular and more mainstream, like poppy.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first
'cause
album that was
Suffer
more
the
like
Witness
that.
was still a little like it was a little dirty.
But then yeah,
A little dirty.
it like fit the times perfectly.
Yeah, dude,
though.
that's still like one of my
100%.
favorite. I love the Suffer and the Witness, man. I think the album art is so fucking cool too. It scares me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like scary stories to tell in the dark,
Big-
like that
big
kind of
Oh,
art. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like the sketchy kind of.
Have you
drawing
seen
thing.
the what's it called?
movie?
The
It's
movie.
like smoke.
Nah,
Smokey.
it looks stupid.
It has its moments where it is stupid, but it has
'cause
its
it
moments
was
where it's like
Guillermo
terrifying.
del Toro. It was a del Toro film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pronounce
So the
his name, but
director?
yeah,
I think it's Guillaume.
I thought it was like Guillermo or something like that.
It could be that. I think Guillaume is like the French way to say it. And I don't think it's French.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the French way.
Hey, what's
That's
your
what
name?
it
My
is.
name's Guillaume.
I need to get roasted by a French person because probably not even pronounced like that.
It's actually Guarm.
Guar.
There's no R in it.
yeah, it's Borka.
Alright.
Yeah, that's a little throwback to our tour stories podcast. Go check
yeah.
that one
Podcast
out.
number 2.
Two.
Too, yeah.
Probably talked
big
about it
one.
in 1 though.
Big one.
Anyway, it was a
one.
big one.
Oh, it was
What?
fucking huge.
Smash it.
Yo,
Yeah.
what got you into music? Like, when did you like first pick up your first instrument?
What got me
Like,
into
I know your
music?
dad. Like,
So this
was
is
heavy
this
into
is
music.
this is really funny. Everyone knows me for We Are X for all the crazy antics that I did on stage. With the pop punk stuff. But my first foray into music was actually just throwing on old Backstreet Boys VHSs and literally just pretending to be the Backstreet Boys.
Sick. So you've gone
Fair.
back to your roots.
Yeah.
Fair.
And honestly, to this day, when I'm bored and I'm like, I need to like get up and do something,
just
I'll
do it
throw on.
again.
Yeah, I'll throw on
Is
like the
Backstreet
back.
Boys, the
All right.
puppets.
No, that's
That's
NSYNC.
NSYNC.
Don't ever get those two mixed up, man.
Fuck
My
You
bad.
have a lot of people mad at you, bro.
Sorry, dude.
I don't even
Every-
remember NSYNC at all. I don't even.
Bye, bye, bye. That one.
That's NSYNC.
Yeah, that's NSYNC.
But what's the puppets you're talking about?
That video.
Backstreet.
That music video.
All right.
That's Backstreet
That's
Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I know that.
it'd be pretty
Bam,
weird if
bam,
NSYNC
bam.
was
you're
singing a
talking
song
about
about
that
Backstreet
video
Boys.
with-
Yeah, Smith said puppets and NSYNC. I know NSYNC's Justin Timberlake. I just didn't know
Yeah,
what fucking
yeah.
puppets were. Whatever.
Everyone knows Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, yeah. I remember.
Was there
Yeah,
anyone
he's my
famous
boy.
in Backstreet Boys?
Nick Carter. He had
He's
his.
not that famous.
He was like
he
He was a
was.
reality
Yeah.
TV
guy?
star like
He
three
was.
times,
He was.
man.
He was doing it back in the day.
Like
then-
nine-
He had, like,
Same with
solo
his brother
albums.
Eric Carter. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't in the
Oh,
Backstreet
yeah,
Boys,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Eric
yeah,
Carter
yeah.
I remember.
was famous because of.
True.
the name.
I remember Nick and Aaron Carter, along with their siblings, had like a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
think
Yo,
Me-
he had like
It was
solo
House of
records and
Carters.
shit, too.
Carters,
something.
yeah, and I used to,
Carters, close
me
enough.
and my siblings would watch that show religiously. I forgot what day it was on, but whenever it was that day, we would do nothing but watch House of
Me with
Carters.
Dragon Ball Z.
Me with Power Rangers as well, man. But yeah,
Fucking love Dragon Ball Z.
but yeah, no, it started with Backstreet Boys. That's where I started the whole singing thing, I guess. And then I stopped it because I was like, my voice isn't that good. And then my dad when I was pretty young, he took me and just put me on the drum kit and just kind of let me go at it. And then
Placed me there and I just started whacking.
honestly, yeah. So my first instrument was drums. The first song that I fully learned, which is insane to me because I was like 8 or 10 years old, was YYZ by Rush, which is not a song an 8 to 10-year-old should be even thinking about
Do you
playing.
have that on tape?
Somewhere
Throw
probably.
that on AFB.
That's fucked.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the whole instrument thing really started with Rush, if anything, and then
I mean,
kind
that's a
of
good
just
starting
snowballed.
point, I think.
Yeah, except
I mean,
I'm
that's a good. That's a beginner.
It's better than like AC/DC.
the most technical band ever.
If you can play one of their songs on drums, you can play them all on drums.
Hell's bells.
Cat dinner boots, cat doo boots.
A lot of 4 on the floor with AC/DC.
Yeah. Great band though, like
band.
Like,
Did some things.
they
Did
did
some
it.
things.
Dude, Thunderstruck.
They did their thing.
TNT.
TNT.
What about like Shoot to
Do y'all
Thrill
remember-
and Hell's Bells?
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say Tony Hawk.
get off the
man.
mainstreams, man. There's so many better underlying AC/DC.
Oh god.
But is there?
Oh,
The
fucking
gatekeeper.
Let there be rock,
over
bro.
here.
For those about to rock, we salute you's a banger.
That's a great song.
Hell's Bells is a slapper.
What's that song that ends with the bagpipes for like 5 minutes? I fucking
I know
hate
you're
that song,
talking.
dude. Oh my
Play it on
god.
the fucking
What
radio
song
all the
is
time.
it?
Reminds me of a Scottish funeral, if I'm honest.
And it's like really drony.
How does it go?
Just the ending just
Bagpipes are
goes.
just generally drony,
Doing for literally like it feels like 10 minutes, but it's probably yes it is, bro. Yes it is, bro.
Is it really?
I just
It's saying Thunderstruck, but I don't.
Yeah, it's
think
not.
No,
For a
it's not
second, I
Thunderstruck.
thought you were gonna say it's
Oh
NSYNC.
my
I was like,
God.
"There's no way it's
Hell is
NSYNC."
it?
Is it? It's a long way to the top. If you want it on.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Oh god.
I want to hear this.
What
Are you-
a
oh,
we're
it's
gonna
not-
get monetized or
Are you
whatever.
sure it's demonetized? That's
Demonetized.
I like to be
No, we
monetized.
won't. We
You
won't put
can't
it on.
play
But
it for that long. We can play it for like 2
I
seconds
don't
or
think.
something.
Do we make?
What
money
are you?
off this?
What about Highway
No.
to Hell?
hold on.
Highway to Hell, like that's a
Is
good
it
song.
that one?
No, it's this.
Oh my god.
This sounds like Scottish Star Wars.
All right, that's
Dude.
enough. But yeah, it does
Oh
have
my
like
God.
2 minutes.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
For a couple minutes. And you
Yeah, that is a pretty bad song.
That song, that's
can't-
School of Rock, like
Yeah.
ending of the
Yeah.
movie with Jack Black's the ripping. Yeah,
Yeah.
good film.
What a
classic.
fuck, I need to rewatch that movie.
Wait, are you,
too.
are you Filipino?
I am.
And you
I'm,
weren't good at singing?
what?
Bro, every
Where did
Filipino is
that
a ripping. It's literally
School of Rock. Yeah, I need to watch that. Are you Filipino?
What about the singing?
Where did this conversation go? Hold on a second. Time out. Time out.
Your brain, bro.
Can we get a coach's challenge over here?
He was
What
like,
happened?
he said he wasn't good at singing when he was a kid, but like, dude, every Filipino person is sick at singing.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
No
it's
one.
deeply
Yeah,
ingrained.
but no one pops out of the womb singing like Arnel Pineda from Journey.
True.
Like,
You know his name.
because he was he was
'Cause he's
huge in the
Filipino.
2010s
Is he-
when,
is he
and he's
Filipino?
Filipino. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From Journey, the singer of
You
Journey.
learn something.
Not the
every day.
original one, the replacement.
I still can't get over that hard transition.
It's a hard,
It's a hard
fucking
left.
hard left turn
left right
there.
there.
Literally in
My
tears.
mic's falling off.
Drifted into fucking third.
Rod keeps breaking the mic.
I know. I'm just gonna hold it.
Whatever.
You know what?
Drop the
I'm
mic.
done.
But yeah,
We're
no,
done
it really all started with Backstreet Boys and Rush.
Did you take vocal training?
Absolutely not.
No, you just kept practicing.
I took like 2 vocal lessons when I was 12 and stopped because I was too shy. Which is fairly odd considering how outspoken and kind of crazy I am.
Like energetic.
now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
honestly, I'm the
Sometimes
same.
happens.
It's
Yeah.
like I'm an introvert, except when I'm like around, people I'm comfortable
Yeah,
with. Then I'm
yeah.
an
I think
extrovert.
it's just like even to this day, like I have a lot of trouble just being put on the spot with stuff, and having to just like I struggle with having to sing on the drop of a dime. You know, I have to be like in the mood for it, or else it's not gonna go well. You know. I look over at Ryan. I look over at Ryan. He's just like playing with the mic.
It's
just what's going on?
I don't know what Hack was doing like 10 seconds ago, but I just looked up.
Yeah, I was like, what's
and I'm
Reg
fucking
laughing
dying now. But anyways,
Wait, what did I
sorry.
do?
Yeah,
I don't even know what the fuck you were like. Your face. I don't know if you were like out of it or something,
Probably
or
like-
what. But like, anyways, it's irrelevant because
listening
nobody
to you,
can
I
see your
swear.
face.
It's
So
okay. It's okay. I was more so like in my peripheral. I just see Ryan. He's still other way, Ryan. Other way. Yeah,
I
that
just gotta say for not having vocal training, you're pretty fucking stellar, man. Like, you have such a wide range.
I appreciate
Give
that.
us your
And,
highest high.
I don't.
you're-
I don't.
Even when
Immediately
you're
after
just
singing,
said
I don't
he's-
like singing
doesn't
on a
like being
time.
even when you're belting like those highs,
Yeah.
like it's very clean, man. And
Wide headroom.
that's something that honestly, like, I take pride in my singing. You know, I've like tried to become a better singer over the
You are a
years.
wicked screamer.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and like your vocals. I remember like first time I saw you guys, I was like, all right, yeah, he's a good singer and like he can scream and stuff. And then I didn't see you guys for like a year until that Barry show.
Yeah.
And then I was like, whoa, this guy like could like if you put my voice and his voice against each other, people would say like his voice is just better because there's more that you can do with it. Whereas with me, it's like I have range, but I can't scream like you. You know?
I do, like, honestly, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I think I do have like versatility when it comes to vocals, and I think honestly it comes from singing a lot of songs growing up, and for some reason I always try to sing like that singer. So I feel like I can, like, there's certain things I can do with my voice, like,
Yeah, you've
when
been good at like doing imitations.
and I can also do imitations and stuff too, like that. Like,
Give
I've
us a
always
Joe Swanson.
you can't put me on the spot, man. I'll do it
Peter.
at some point in the podcast. But yeah, I just want to say, like, that your voice is unreal, man. I honestly really like your voice.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, no,
It's
that's a lot of
phenomenal.
Marianas Trench. That's a lot
Yeah,
of.
I was literally
Definitely.
just about to say you.
It's a
like,
lot
that
of
Marianas
Josh
Trench.
Ramsey, a lot of.
When you sing
Which is-
Marianas Trench covers,
is dope.
you actually sound like him.
Well, it's like, that's why you're good. Like, if your idol's Josh Ramsey, then
That dude
yeah, you're
can
probably pretty good.
rip
I mean, he's
some
been taking vocal
vocals.
lessons since he could speak, so
Yeah.
it makes sense why he can sing like that and get to those crazy high notes that he can. I
so
didn't take
clean,
vocal.
too.
I didn't take vocal lessons and continue to destroy my voice with cigarettes every day, and I'm still trying. I don't know.
Yeah. Would you ever consider
Cheers to
taking
that.
vocal lessons?
I have, yeah. I've had a lot of people like talk to me about it and be like,
True.
"Have you ever, seriously thought about it?" And I just haven't found someone that I really gel with that can help me, not so much extend but expand, vocals
find the
for
right
me.
person.
I mean, one thing that did help me was music theater in high school.
True, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, in senior year, I was the voice of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors, and he has like the original recordings had like a very like jazzy kind of vocalist, so like very low and like very like like very
Low and
rough and
sultry.
everything. And I remember my teachers. Shout out to Mr. Dashney and Mr. Polidano. They're probably
Fuck yeah,
never
guys.
gonna hear this.
We're
But-
tagging them.
Let's get their ads.
But they what's it called? They put me in that role and they just went, we don't want jazz. We want rock. And you're the only person in this class with a rock voice. So just go nuts with it. And I did, and that kind of like that helped me actually, open up a lot of grit in my voice. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, opening up grit, but yeah.
Disgusting.
Open up a
Well,
can
little
of
bit like
grit.
Actually, you were singing Avenged Sevenfold in the back of the car.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I never heard you use like distortion on your voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that Lee? Because like I usually hear like sing some like poppier, higher pitch stuff, and I started hearing like the distortion when you were singing A7X, and I was like, what? I wasn't ready for that.
thought
It was
the
cool.
exact same thing, to be honest. I was like, I didn't even know that you could do that with your voice.
Yeah, surprise.
I thought it
I
was
think
just
I was
clean
zoned
all
out
the
after
time.
I heard that.
It was
Yeah.
Liddy.
The vocal box and the
Because at first I thought it was hack, because I wasn't turned around. I was in the front, like,
Could
and I
you-
was like,
that was
I-
not
dude,
hack.
if
No,
that
but
was
no,
hack,
I
I
just
would
think-
not be here.
no,
He
but-
could take all of the
No,
backing
I
vocals.
didn't know. I thought it was originally hack because I just heard it quietly, and then I was like, no, that's way too good to be hack. No
Thanks,
offense,
guys.
but
Gotten better over the years, though, Hack.
You've been
Thanks,
giving her,
guys.
but
He's working
Jesus
on it.
it was
Christ.
definitely Lee.
Back in...
in elementary school, hack was the worst.
You know what? But I would try every day.
He was just tone deaf.
but, you know, practice
try
makes
every
perfect,
day.
dude.
It
Like,
really does.
you
It
know,
really does.
you've been doing it for a while now, and you actually have some
Tone.
pitch, which is great.
There hasn't been a
Pitch.
day since I started
It's
like
true.
actually singing in bands and stuff that
Yeah.
I haven't sang. Like every day it's either I pick up the uke, I go to the piano, I pick up a guitar, and I just jam something and sing it, and then I'm like, all right, well I got my fix for today. I'm good to do whatever, play video games, play 2K, Valorant. I don't know, fuck around.
I don't like
with all the
sit
guys.
down and I'm like, I'm gonna sing right now. Like, I don't really do that.
It's more so like I'm just bored and
I
like
sing
a
every
song
day.
will just be playing in my head and I just start like singing along to it.
I sing every day, but it's just me listening to music and
Yeah.
singing along with the music.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Yeah,
I
I, don't
feel
know.
that,
I'm
yeah,
just
I
like
feel
jamming
that.
out to music and in the shower
Just vibing.
or like working, whatever. Like,
It's while you're doing something.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
how I
what's
feel too.
what's your guys' go-to shower songs? Like, what's the one song that you just go off on?
You
in
raised
the
me
shower?
up,
Whatever's
Josh
like-
Groban.
I think whatever I'm
I wanna
vibing
hear
to that day.
Depends on what
Yeah,
you're
it
into
depends.
that day.
Like sometimes
That's fair.
I'll be like listening to music and like usually like the most like maybe like the second or third or first most recent track or something. I'm like
That's
vibing
fair.
with like a chorus part or
That's fair.
something usually gets stuck in my head. I had something stuck in my head earlier when I was in the shower, dead ass, but I can't remember what it
I
was.
I don't think I have a certain song. I think because
Just
I
whatever.
just play my stuff on shuffle.
Yeah.
And then, but if a banging song comes on, like I'm opening up the shower, cranking it, and
Just
fucking
standing there in the
ripping.
nude.
And after I crank it, then I'll start singing.
Grab the old shampoo bottle.
I just imagine like he's like, I just open up the shower, like
Just
fuck the curtain.
crank it.
Water's just going though, like water's just going. You know, he's got the water Bluetooth fucking waterproof speaker.
The other day, what's that song by Hot Mulligan?
Dairy.
How do I know?
Armadillo.
200 and
Oh, dude. Wait for it.
yeah, I was ripping that.
Is it a good
Legend?
track? Fuck.
Yeah,
never
Yeah,
heard
it's
it.
just
so
like
sad.
it's sad, and, but like
I honestly don't know that one.
I was
Download it.
fucking ripping it.
Like he says the words Holocaust in the song.
Yeah.
That's how it fucking
Can we get
sounds.
some context?
I wrote a
Yeah.
what
I wrote a
is it?
song about a Holocaust. You were the premise that dropped formality into my head, like a bomb that falls and spreads itself across the harbors
Harbor
of my heart.
Okay, so
Something
we
like
didn't
that.
say
Leaving
the
every
Holocaust,
vessel
you
in the
just-
Nah,
bay,
he
I
said-
feel
yeah.
the same way.
Yeah, it's just the lyrics in the song. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's very sad.
When you
very,
wrote
like,
me
sappy.
off, I wrote a song about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
You were the premise, whatever,
Yeah,
and then
what I
whatever
just said.
Smith said. But anyways, it's not racist.
Yeah.
It's not
It was like-
insensitive at all.
It's a
using
very-
the word Holocaust in like
Yeah.
the literal like
It's-
meaning of the word, like a genocide.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
Weird
a
contact.
yeah,
It's really
it's
weird.
definitely a
context.
Just throw
touchy
that word
thing
around, I don't think.
to write a song.
No, I don't
about.
think you're like allowed.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's just
Like
heavily
mean-
frowned upon.
It's
I
like
think the producer was like, "We sure about this?"
it's like in Mean Girls. Oh my
100%.
God, you can't just say that.
You couldn't have
Doesn't
said
even go
like
here.
Doesn't even go here.
You literally could have said genocide and it would have been better.
yeah, but
Yeah,
like
Still pretty bad.
the
Sounds like a
Holocaust
Wonder Years
was
lyric.
a specific genocide. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that just gave me a
know how to fucking
throwback
fix
to the
this
earlier in the
fucking
conversation
mic.
when Lee said like storytelling at the intro and outro of albums, and then you just said Wonder Years. I was thinking I just
was
want to
thinking
sell
that
out
too.
my funeral.
Yeah.
Wonder Years like the end of Our Greatest Generation album.
Yeah.
It's literally like a 6-minute song.
It's like 9. It's long
Nine,
as
yeah,
fuck,
it's like, and it pieces
Yeah.
together every
Yeah.
song from the album into it.
See, I love
And that's so
songs like
cool.
that. Like,
Yeah,
sort of
I
like-
said
still,
this before,
you've told
too.
me about this song, and
Yeah.
You have to
I'm
listen
like,
to the album
dude, I
first,
want to
that's
listen
the
to that,
thing.
but I never
We said
have.
this before. We said
Yeah.
this like
Yeah.
That song
The
is
thing
so
with it, you have to
cool.
We've
listen
used
to
this
the
example.
album, and then you'll hear that song and be like, "Oh, that was from this song."
I
And
think
it's
that's
cool
so
'cause he,
cool.
like, he like modulates it in a way that
Here,
like,
Ryan, I'll come help you.
it's all in the same key or
Wait,
it's
I
all
think I got
cohesive
it.
at least. There might be a couple
Got it,
like
okay.
key changes. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't listened to it in time. But like it's super fucking cool and like the song flows. It like does not feel forced at all. So I
That's
don't know
really
if they
cool.
like wrote it recursively or like how that song came about. That would be a super cool thing to look up or like ask him. But going off of that, off concept albums, what's your favorite concept album?
Astoria, Marianas Trench.
I don't know that, but cool.
It plays
Another one, yeah.
it plays
Sick.
out sort of like a coming of age story, kind of like the Goonies. A close second,
dope.
is a Forgive Durden. I forgot what the album was called, but it was their only album, and they did like a whole musical with it, and I fell in love with it. One of them.
Cool.
One
What are
of
the
them.
others?
I told you, don't put me on the spot.
Oh, sorry.
I've never watched the Goonies.
Goonies is sick, man.
Goonies
I was
is a
gonna
good
say,
movie.
if you like
Goonies is
coming of
good.
age stuff, you'd like Stand By Me. It's like my favorite coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's based off like a Stephen King. The Goonies is super cool though. It's like
Goonies is fun.
yeah, it's like very 80s. It feels very 80s.
Yeah.
I'm not
Stand
a
By Me feels very 80s too.
Yeah.
not a
Yeah,
huge
Stand By Me.
movie guy, to be honest.
Neither am I.
I haven't
I
watched a
never just,
movie in
like-
like
I actually
30
don't know what I
years.
do. Because like, I always be like, oh, I'm watching this show or this movie. I'm just like, I don't know. Like,
I watch
I'll
more
watch
shows. Yeah,
Like, I'm
I
watching
just
New Girl right now.
honestly, when I sit
Oh, you're
there
watching
and
New
I'm
Girl?
like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
about
yeah.
to
Solid.
invest
Maybe
2
box.
hours or like two whatever into a movie, I'm like,
Time
man,
commitment.
there's so much shit I can be doing. But then if I sit my ass down and watch a 45-minute show, fucking like 12 episodes, I see no issue with that.
Yeah, no.
You know?
For real. It feels like you can get more out of it though. Like I'll
I think it's just because everything like it changes. The episodes change, you
I
know.
think that is
Whereas
what
with a
it is.
movie,
You're getting
it's
more
as
story.
with a movie, it's a central
100%.
story
There's
that's
always a
revolving.
hook like at the end of the
It's kind of like a song as opposed to an album, you know. And it's pretty.
way more dopamine releases.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, it is. It's like when they keep you hanging on for commercials and shit. Same
Yeah.
with shows.
Yeah.
Movies, it's like
Keep you
they
wanting
have
more.
you like for like
And
2
then if
hours.
the end of the
Yeah.
movie they try to make it like a cliffhanger, I'm always pissed because I'm like, you're not
Yeah.
coming out for another fucking year if you
Yeah.
make another movie. One,
Yeah.
two.
A year. Try like 4 or 5
That's
years.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
gonna say maybe
So
two at
They leave it on a
most.
cliffhanger,
Man,
and you're just like,
30.
all
Unless
right.
you're the fucking Avengers shit.
Yeah,
guys
unless
are
you're the
the-
Avengers.
Yeah.
Pump one out every
I was
3
listening.
months.
I was just thinking about other stuff. Too.
Get the next episode 3 years from now.
Yeah.
He heard he heard Endgame earlier and is all about Avengers.
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
Yo, you know what I fucking hate? This is like totally off topic. Kind
That's
of.
okay. This whole
fucking-
podcast has been off topic, man.
Yeah, like,
It
we've
started
not
off
stayed on
with so
track.
what were your musical influences? Then it
It's
turned
STEM.
Stem. It's
you
like a
have?
beautiful flower,
Yeah.
you know, a beautiful tree.
yeah.
When fucking Netflix shows have like those like commercial like lead up breaks and it'll like cut and it'll go to because it's a Netflix show. There's no fucking
Oh yeah,
commercials.
like in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah.
What?
That's probably one of the
annoying.
reasons I don't like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I love
never
it,
heard
I
dude.
of
fucking
these.
do not like that.
That's
show.
the
like,
reason
I don't like
why.
not like
eh?
it.
Like
yeah.
that just.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
the only reason.
I saw that and I fucking threw my remote at the TV.
There's no commercial.
Why are you doing this? No, Brooklyn Nine-Nine wasn't like a Netflix like original. I'm talking
No,
like
it wasn't.
Netflix original. That was like
Oh, okay.
fucking on a fucking Spike TV or some shit. I don't know. Probably
Brooklyn?
Ah.
It was like a network show though.
It was it on TV, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Spike
seeing a
TV
bit of
was
that.
I feel like
interesting.
Riverdale.
Riverdale.
Dude,
Yeah,
Bros
Riverdale, yeah.
versus Joes.
Riverdale, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I just remember the
God, I
literally
hate Riverdale.
It's so overly
the
dramatic.
intro sequence for Spike TV between every single show. It was
The
just
titties?
like it would just be
Yeah.
boobs, a ball,
Gun.
a gun,
Yeah.
more boobs,
Explosion.
Wait, on Spike TV?
There'd be
Right?
Spike
Yeah.
TV and there'd be like water on it.
And then immediately after, it's 1,000 Ways to Die.
Dude,
Thousand Ways to Die. It was all the
was
shows
fucked.
on it were so weird.
Dude,
like,
do you guys remember
honestly,
MXC, Most Extreme
Yes,
Elimination?
yes.
Dude,
Oh my
I love
God.
it.
dubbed English over.
Yes.
Oh my god, that show is
Guy
hilarious.
Ledouche.
Yes.
His
Let's get it
like
on.
his
If you haven't ever watched that, go on YouTube and watch MXC. What is the
Most
full title?
Extreme Eliminations.
Most Extreme
I
Elimination?
can't remember,
Yeah.
man.
it was
It-
literally
all you have
Wipeout
to do.
before Wipeout, pretty much.
little
It's
bit more
it's
dangerous.
Japanese Wipeout.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, maybe I have.
And a lot more vulgar. I mean, it has to be. It's on Spike.
It was like, and it was super like.
People get fucked up.
Yeah, dude, like hard. Now I know
there's,
what
like,
it is.
My favorite.
Little
Spike
to
was also
no
the shit.
safety.
Yeah,
Like,
couple cases of whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Spike and Showcase were just like ruthless channels.
They just didn't care.
Showcase.
Yeah, Showcase was like more movies.
And
but,
then
like, they still had
showcase
those, like-
action.
But like we needed that though. We needed something a little bit more vulgar than the
Yeah.
the pristine.
Your parents would
you
come
know.
in, you'd like turn it off
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well,
no,
watch
we
TV.
needed something a little bit grittier than the
TV
polished
shows nowadays are
turds
still
that's
super
on.
gory though, compared
Yeah.
to movies and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've got to do something to try to stay relevant in like the time of streaming and shit, right? Like you got to do some fucking some.
In the
wild-
time
They
of
should
like
just switch
max
to YouTube.
sensitivity, though, and like censorship.
Honestly, just
Yeah.
switch all their TV shows to YouTube
They
because
used
that's
to
where everything
call,
is, right?
like the big screen, like if you were on a TV show, you always wanted to make it to the big screen. You always wanted to be in a movie.
Yeah,
but
the
now
silver
it's
screen,
like
yeah.
it's almost like the opposite, man. I swear, like
all these actors in
but that's just
Hollywood are in all these TV shows.
I
But
know
that's just because
it's so
there's so
weird
much
to
fucked.
see like huge actors like fucking George Clooney and shit.
But that's just because there's so much commitment with with movies
Yeah, it's
than
true,
there is
actually.
for TV shows. TV shows you get contracts and you get seasons and stuff, and it
It's
can
true.
go for years and
More
years on end,
stable.
or it could stop after like 2 seasons, and people aren't into it.
Yeah.
But
I feel
then
like way less people are going to see movies and stuff.
Yeah.
especially now, I
Yeah.
mean, now is not the best time to go to a movie
No, yeah,
theater.
Yeah.
not, but
But regardless,
Yeah.
you can still sell it online and shit. But I know
course.
what you're saying. They do make a lot of money at like theaters and shit. Like that was a huge thing, you know.
It was a huge
Oh,
thing,
the
yeah.
box office, they sold tickets and make
And like when you go and watch a movie at the theaters, like it is an experience and shit. Like so, I get
Popcorn
that
and
that's
all
like
that
kind of
shit.
like a part of it.
the
Yeah.
experience of going to the theater is popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah, but you can
popcorn,
pop popcorn in your fucking house.
It's not the same.
And if you're with a
Dude,
get
with
hammered
your,
and watch
if
Telling
you're
you
with
right
a cute
now,
girl,
Yeah.
you know?
Go to the fucking dollar store and they have these big up bags. They're like this big and it's got a clown on it and it says
Oh,
movie
God,
theater
no.
popcorn. Buy it and then put it in the oven for a little bit and it tastes exactly like movie theater popcorn.
in the oven.
In the oven. Yeah, you put it in the oven for a little bit because it's like,
how long? 350?
Pops.
Just enough.
No,
to-
I think it's just like
Crank
enough
it?
to like warm it up a little bit,
At about
pretty
like
much.
700.
And it's
Leave it in there
unreal.
for an hour?
Like it tastes like movie theater popcorn. It's so fucked.
Do you put butter on it still? Or does
There,
it have
it's
butter?
it's there's a
Barbecue
lot. There's
it?
already a
That'd be good
lot.
for you.
There's already a lot of butter.
Everything is
There's
butter.
already a lot of butter.
Why
But
not?
like you
Popcorn.
can
You wring
for
out
sure.
the bag.
Sounds good, actually.
Pouring out the
It sounds
bottom.
gigantic.
extra butter,
though.
man.
It sounds
Dude,
like you
it's
get a lot of
fucking massive.
popcorn.
I swear to God, it's probably about this big.
It's about yay high, yay wide.
Go to the dollar store, you'll see it.
It's about the for
Yeah,
people
yeah,
store.
yeah,
So, I mean,
wide.
it's
For-
like $2 or something.
for listeners, because you don't have any video, Veg just kind of did like a measurement, and for me, it looked like an iPad, but it may be bigger.
Dude,
think it
it's
was way
bigger
bigger
than
than
that.
that.
All right,
It's
so
like,
that's a very
it's
big
honestly
iPad.
about fucking
2 foot
two
and a half, 2
iPads
feet.
stacked.
I was
up,
like, okay,
and like an
it's
Why
like
are we
iPad
using
and a half
an iPad
thick.
as our frame of measurement, guys? We use the metrics.
I don't know. I
the
saw
iPad-
this.
What iPad?
Yeah,
Mini,
iPad Pro,
iPad.
iPad Pro.
Whatever the
What's the
biggest
other
one
game?
is.
We're talking like a Mac monitor here.
Anyways, I
about
don't
a
know
foot-long
what the
hot
fuck we're
dog.
even talking about at this point.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring up the one time I microwaved a Miss Fields cookie and it smelled nuclear.
A Miss who?
Miss Fields
Miss
cookie.
Fields.
What the
First
fuck is
off,
Miss
why
Fields?
It's
would
like
you even
Otis
think about
Spunkermeyer.
doing
You,
that?
you
Miss
used to
Fields.
get them like in elementary school
They're
and stuff.
super
Miss
good.
Fields, super
The
good
OC
soft
used to
cookies.
sell them.
Used to put them in the microwave for like 10 seconds. I was like
I love
literally
soft
like a short period of time, right? I
So
was like
good.
real
I
young.
remember.
I accidentally put the cookie in the microwave for
True
like
story.
10 minutes.
This is
Once
what-
I hit
this-
0 too much, bro.
I want people at home
Did
to
your
know
brain
this
not
is
click in,
exactly
like,
why
you're just
bassists
checking
aren't
Yeah, like,
allowed
it's
to just
been
stay in the
like
car by
30
themselves.
minutes.
We're at my house right now, so I don't know if my parents will hear this, but I like microwave for like 10 minutes. This like bitch lit up in flames like a little bit. The whole house smelled nuclear. I was freaking out. I had to grab the Miss Fields cookie with a spatula. I went in my backyard and just hugged it. I was like, Santa.
I don't think I've ever heard a more bassist statement ever.
Sounds like a bass player thing.
And my brother's a bass player.
It
That's
was
scary.
hilarious.
That's funny though, bro.
I love that.
Why
Miss
did
Fields
you,
cookies are lit.
like, what didn't click when it wasn't?
Oh no, the extra flame is just a little bit of heat. It's all good. It's all good.
What did you stop it at? Like 5 minutes?
Are you sure you weren't just microwaving a hockey puck?
That's so
I clicked it on and I walked away. Like I was just like, oh, we'll turn off and I'll come back. You know what I mean? I was just
10 seconds.
Hasn't beeped for like 10 minutes. Was there a chemical spill upstairs? The fuck's that smell?
This may have to be a two-parter. We're having too much fun here, man.
So, anyways, that was last week.
No wonder your house smelled
my
like burnt
God.
cookie.
Still hasn't gone away.
It's embedded in the walls.
Just
So, Lee, what's your favorite snack?
What's your favorite snack you microwave? Oh, yo, pizza pops, microwave or oven?
That was funny.
Oh my. Pizza. Wait, pizza pops?
Pizza pops.
I personally
pizza
ate
pops?
them.
like
Pockets.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
it's been a while
Have
since
you
I
had them in the
those.
oven before?
Yeah, they're
I
way
have.
better.
Everything
Oh
in the
my
oven is better.
fuck.
They're so
I
good.
have, but I
I
think
always
just
put
for
it in microwave.
convenience, I'd
Always-
go microwave.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
I
get,
honestly-
like, soggy in the microwave. It's weird.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, but I mean,
Everything
when you're on
does.
when you're on the
Everything
run,
does.
you
Yeah,
know,
I know what
It's
you're
quick.
saying.
It's
Yeah.
quick. But
or if you're
dude,
just lazy as hell after
try
class,
it
you know?
in the oven though. Try
Yeah,
it in the
dude,
oven.
it's so good.
I also
Yeah.
haven't had pizza pops since I was
Like-
in high school
No, I
Dude,
kinda
because
want some
it
now.
has the instructions.
Oh, true.
Want to eat those?
from this conversation, you'd think we're all stoned. We're all
honestly.
completely stoned.
No.
On this
Sober should go
episode,
for.
we just did it. We're having an
We
episode.
just did it. That's what
Yeah.
the
I know,
the
it's
episode
actually
is called. We
fucked.
just did it.
We did it.
We did it.
It's only been
We
like
did
50
it.
minutes.
We did it.
We did it with
thought it was
Lee
longer. It's been
Ibanez.
15?
5-0.
Oh.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I can talk.
Maybe we are high.
I can listen. I can talk for hours. Whatever you guys want to ask, I'm an open book.
Yeah, man.
In that case, you're cut. No, just kidding.
You know, thanks. I appreciate that statement. Thanks for the observation. You are correct.
What?
For this guy, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but are you guys ready for the song of the week?
Oh, true. What
Yeah,
you've been
Charles?
listening to?
Yeah.
Yeah, what we're
I'm down
listening
for that.
to? Everyone's songs of the week.
Oh yeah, I
We
was
had
like,
a good laugh.
I don't have one that I kicking, but yeah, if you guys are ready, like
Well, I've been
I,
listening to a lot of
I'm
I'm
music
so
lately.
sad. This
I was
went
listening
by
to Kid
so
Rock's
fast.
Yeah,
album.
no.
I know.
it
It's
was
when
ripping.
you're in it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I want
was
to
Feels like
listening to
10 minutes.
Kid
Can I
Rock.
come on a follow-up one?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Can we just make this a two-parter? Let's just make it a
we,
two-parter.
we might. We might.
There's a lot of stuff that we talked
We'll
about
see.
that
We
we
ha-
haven't even touched
We do
on.
have 2 other guests that are gonna come on
Yeah.
yeah.
that had to reschedule. Of
course.
So.
Times are
but
tough.
yeah,
After
like we'll
that.
definitely have you back on, man. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
you're
pretty much always here.
so-
so-
when you're not.
You
on
never
it,
leave
like,
here,
technically
bro.
on it, you're usually like somewhere in the background at
Yeah.
some point. Going,
yeah.
"Woo, woo, 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 woo."
Yeah.
We're
By
like,
the
"Yeah,
way,
yeah."
for listeners at home, the past couple of podcasts, if you hear this really like loud hyena cackle, that's me.
That's
That's
Lee.
me just like chuckling to myself in the corner because I'm just having the best time.
Lee
Oh, I've
does
got
our,
a lot of tracks this time.
Lee sets up our audio and stuff for the podcast. That's another thing this
Another
guy
thing.
does.
He does everything.
It's
I do a
crazy.
lot, yeah.
You do a lot, man.
I do a lot.
And you do it well too. It's not like half-assed, you know.
I do
Yeah.
my best. I do my best for my
You
boys.
full
Great.
ass it, bro. And I'm proud
Full
of you for it.
Um,
Double cheek that bad boy.
okay, I got some here. So, the Fever released, like Fever 333 released a new record. I think it's fucking unreal. I think that it's such a sick just evolution of songs. Like no song really sounds the same. You know, they're like this rap, like hardcore kind of band, like new metal, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
like Linkin Park sort of
but
thing.
yeah, kind of. But
Not Linkin Park.
some of these songs on the record are like punk, like hardcore.
I know.
Like rap. It's such a nice variety, and like I don't know. I just thought it was a really fun listen. So yeah.
Any specific tracks, real quick?
It's called Wrong Generation. Honestly, Bite Back.
Yeah, that's
it
a
was their
banger.
single, but it's unreal. Honestly, dude, I legitimately love all the tracks, front to back. I think it's a really, really great record.
Yeah, real quick, if I could just interject, is there any, like, other than that album, is there any album that you guys, like, you have to listen through and through, like, you don't skip any songs because you enjoy it that much? Like, is there any songs or any albums for you like that? Because I got, like, a bunch of albums.
For me, I don't know if there's like an album, like I can name albums that I can listen to front and to back, but sometimes there's albums like that I'll just like choose like.
If
maybe,
I hear
a
like
track
one
or
song, I'm
two.
not like, oh, I gotta.
I have to.
Yeah.
I can't not listen to this
I mean,
front to
fair
back.
enough.
I think I
Is
have
there
like
any
5
for
like
you?
that.
I got a lot.
Like if you hear one song, you're like, okay, now I have to listen to the whole record.
I do that a lot with the 1975, honestly.
Okay.
Like,
fair.
Do
I'll
you
just
like
be-
finish listening to the song that you started listening to, or do you just like cut it off and then just redo the whole fucking album?
It depends. It depends
Holy
on how
shit,
I'm
eh?
feeling. Yeah.
I'll do
If
That's
I'm
like dedication to the
Yeah.
That is dedication.
that's dedication to the record.
There's like
Yeah.
dual songs. Like one song that comes after the other song. Like
Yeah.
I have to
Turn it
play
to
them
shit.
Where
back
they
to
just
back.
lead
yes,
into
I
each other
feel
sort of
that
thing, yeah.
too.
That's a for sure thing. But full records, I can't say that I do.
Yeah.
But there are records that I love front to back that I would listen to front to back.
For sure, yeah. Every song's a bop.
Yeah, no, like I said earlier, 5 Seconds of Summer, Youngblood. Whenever I hear like one song and I'm just by myself, like I just stop that song and I just go through the whole album and I just jam to that. Yeah,
That's really cool. I'll have
Yeah.
to listen to that because
it's really different from the stuff that they were doing when they started, like the She Looks So Perfect and
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's really different, and that's why I fell in love with it, because it was so out of left field for them to go dive right into like more pop, because their record before that, Sounds Good Feels Good, sounded like a prog rock, album,
yeah,
which was really interesting in itself. But the fact that they just flipped the script, I said that like 3 times this podcast, but the fact that they, just did a
Lot of script
180 and
flipping.
was just like, hey, we're just gonna do pop now. Like that like blew my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, they went from
They
this
were
like
doing
pop,
punk
yeah, they
right?
started with like this pop punk, pop rock sort of thing, switched into this like prog rock sort of sound with a lot of like pop punk influences, and then went into pop, and now they're doing like even grittier pop, which is amazing. But yeah, no, Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer. I talk about that album a lot, man.
I
That's
do
really
that with
sick.
American Idiot, bro. I
Oh,
always,
yeah.
like listen
You
to
can't,
American
you can't go wrong with American
Yeah.
Idiot either.
It's such like a low key concept album. Like nobody really knows. Like some people know it's a concept album.
It's a
but, like,
classic.
the general public
One
doesn't
of-
because it's such a well known album.
One of
I
my
didn't-
favorite rock
I had no
operas
idea.
ever.
I honestly did it until
Yeah,
you
no,
told me.
it's super cool. Look it up on YouTube. There's like documentaries and shit on it. I don't want to explain it because I won't do it justice.
My dream music theater role is Saint Jimmy from
Yeah, dude.
American Idiot.
Yeah, I was contemplating getting Saint Jimmy tattooed on me, like on my chest.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not like big, but like just like there.
Just like a
So many tattoos on my
little
chest, man.
scribble.
Okay,
Anyway,
I got
song of the week.
comic.
Song
yeah,
song of the
I
week.
got a couple more here. I was actually talking to this band earlier today because I stumbled on one of their ads for this new song, and they're like a emo, like kind of Midwest emo like feel kind of band, almost like pop punk too. Like I don't know, it's really cool stuff. They're called. Whoops. They're called good.
whoops.
They're called Good Terms, and the song is called Light at the End. It's got a tempo change breakdown. And it's fucking
Ooh, now
sick.
you're speaking my
We're gonna have to listen to it after this is done because
What's it
honestly,
called?
like,
Please.
it's dope. Good Terms is the band, and then Light at the End is the song. So, yeah, I was chatting with I'm not sure what member today, but
One of them.
they seemed really cool, and they're from LA. They got around the same amount of followers as us. So, they said if we're ever in LA, and I said if you're ever in Toronto, So
Chain reaction. Chain
we're
reaction.
gonna have to
Isn't
do
that
the hard luck or something, maybe if it's still open by then. And then honestly, I had like kind of an epiphany of a Madonna song that my mom used to fucking blare when she was cleaning the house, called "Hung Up," and yeah, it's such a great song. So yeah, that's another song that
I can't even remember, but I feel
Yeah,
like
I
know
don't
it.
really know any Madonna.
Every little thing that you say or do, I'm hung up. I'm hung up on you. Fucking banger.
Still don't know that.
Okay, yeah.
Bro,
Anyways,
slapper.
the
Yeah.
soaring synth.
I know that.
Yes, bro.
I don't know the lyrics though. Or
Yeah.
like the vocals.
Anyways, that's it for me, boys. Those are my my tops.
I've got a.
Smee's in his own world
I
over
I
there.
only have like a couple. I don't know. Are you going?
You can go.
Me?
You can go.
I've been listening to City and Color, but Little Hell album.
Dope.
Because I was listening to, I don't know, it was super chill. I was doing some yoga the other day and
It
just
is.
listened to it front to back.
Nice,
and
bro.
It was hella dope. Had It Coming by Like Pacific, because I went on a Like Pacific
thought you-
binge as well.
I thought you meant the Chicago song. She had it coming.
No.
She had it coming. I was like, damn.
Our last guest, Hot Knives, dropped a track on Halloween there called Specular. I've been spinning that a little bit. Pretty dope.
Love that.
Yeah. And then one other song called China Doll by Brigades. A little weird, but for some reason I get hooked onto it. It's like pop punk-esque. Little weird, but for whatever reason I keep listening to it. So
Wait, what song is that? Sorry.
it's called China Doll by Brigades.
Weird.
Go ahead, Hack.
I've been spinning an Architect song, Gravedigger, a lot. Super cool.
Yeah.
Some cool riffage in there.
Played that for me in the car the other
Yeah,
day.
no,
yeah.
super cool.
Dude,
vibe.
what did I showed you Architects time ago, but like nothing. There was nothing there.
I knew
Like-
of them before. I watched some of their live stuff and I didn't fuck with it. You just kind of stared back at me, man. I don't know. Nah, and then I found this band through an ad on Instagram because they had Johnny Craig featured on a track, and it's like a horror concept album. They're called Boy Becomes Hero, which is a super cool band name, I think.
Yo, can you send me that?
Conscientious.
Let me see.
Consciousness. Oh, it's consciousness.
Yeah, what? Why did you overcomplicate
Isn't
that,
it
man?
conscientious?
Yeah,
Is that a
that's
thing?
what I was trying
Yeah,
to say. That's
okay.
what I thought it was. Yeah,
But it's just
conscientious.
it's just
Consciousness.
conscious.
Yeah.
Conscious.
It's consciousness.
Okay.
Yeah,
conscious.
yeah. Era's first
Con-
EP from 2014, the whole thing. Warriors, a super dope song off that. Polyphia, Nasty with Jason Richardson. Bill Murray just dropped the track, absolutely cranking my motherfucking hog. Super dope track.
I thought you were just saying that about the song.
No, it's literally called that. Scarlet by Periphery. TMG dropped a new track called Sophia, and dude, like the beat actually goes hard. Like,
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet.
It's got like a guitar line. Super cool.
We're gonna get demonetized.
We're not monetized.
DMCA.
We're not gonna get monetized.
Like, actually
We are not making any money off this podcast.
And then last one, Robbo showed me Always Focused by Tiny Moving Parts. He wanted me to learn it, and it was a super cool tapping riff.
Hell yeah.
So that's about it for me.
And
That's
script.
Lee. How about Lee, dude?
No,
Okay.
I want to hear
Lee's
Rye Guy
last.
first. I want to hear
No.
Rye
Go
Guy.
ahead, Lee.
I honestly thought Lee.
No,
Rye Guy.
you go ahead. But
Rye Guy.
he's just
It goes
he was
band,
like,
then
let's
guest.
wrap it up with Rye,
Skip.
But it's like let's wrap it up with Lee.
I'm
'cause
still
it's like-
ripping System of a Down. Some old Three Doors Down.
Nice.
On the cob.
I was listening to Korn. I'm coming undone.
Oh, that's a good song.
It's a good track. Man. They're actually sick. But and then I was listening to Battle of Los Angeles, like that Rage record. It's a good record. Came out like 21 years ago recently.
It's a solid record, yeah.
I was listening to the Switcheroo series of Alexis, like the whole thing. I was listening to Kid Rock's 1998 album, Devil Without a Cause.
Wow.
Nice.
One of the top selling records of that era.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
got that on
And
CD.
and I think that's it. Like that's like my recent like 15. Oh, a little bit of the new Deftones record.
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh?
I listened to I listened to like the 3 tracks that Aiden from Hot Knives told me to listen to. I listened to Grey by Hot Knives. That song's sick.
So
Like
dope.
yeah, because I hadn't heard that before, and that's it. Oh, and then Everywhere by Michelle Branch.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything else, Rye? Well, in
Midnight
that
by
case, actually,
Clovercast?
Taking My Life Away, default banger.
Banger.
Ooh,
oh, man.
nice one, man.
Oh.
Banger.
Anything
Y'all,
else, Rye?
you're
I'm
all
just kidding,
missing
that's it.
one like key song from all your lists.
Shart.
Midnight by Clovercast. Come
I was
on,
dead
guys.
ass just gonna say that. And
Bro,
to
that's
conclude,
for tomorrow.
What's it for tomorrow?
Hey, to be fair, I did listen to it today.
Yeah.
And I listened
did
to
I?
it before you
And
released
I
it.
appreciate
It's
y'all.
true.
Yeah, it
all the
just
support and
dropped, so
everything.
it can't be on our most recent bin
So.
spinning.
Exactly.
Well, it can if it dropped at midnight last night.
That's true.
So.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I
Honestly,
didn't
you're really
listen to
calling
music
us out
today.
right now, and it's fucked. No, I was listening to it at the gym, and I literally told you, I was like, dude, I want to make I'm gonna riff over this track.
Yeah,
for you.
I'm sending you the instrumental of it, man.
Cool, but it could use a couple riffs, bro.
Yo, this song's pretty good, but I think you need to gent it up a little bit more.
Literally what I thought.
just straight tapping.
I hear a fucking cool little riff over it, though. It would be cool.
Yeah.
Just for
Alright,
my own
Ooh.
pleasure.
Let's end it off with you, brother.
I gotta give a shout out to the boys here, Judgment, Terra Firma. Been still bumping that to
Okay,
this day.
make us feel like assholes.
Yeah.
Shout out our music. Nice, bro.
I've been listening to your music, but
Our music. now.
Nothing Serious just dropped a new track, Rotting.
Oh, fuck yeah.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
that was
songs.
true.
on Halloween, didn't they?
Yeah, that's actually the song. I remember we played in.
See that?
I remember we played at in Ajax at the Roadie.
Yeah.
And you guys looked away for 1 second during their set, and then you looked back, and I'm on stage playing bass.
Was
That's
that the song?
Yeah, that's the song that I
How
was
did you
playing.
know an unreleased song?
Because I before I did teching for you guys, I
Oh,
was
it's an
teching
old
for
song.
them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've
okay,
been
okay.
they had it for years, and it's pretty cool
I
that
didn't
they
even know.
just.
Wait, where the fuck was I? Because I don't remember you even getting on stage and playing.
Yeah,
I
bro,
remember
yeah.
looking back and you were on stage. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
that's
was there.
Lee.
you were there, bro.
literally-
You were there.
Literally, I
Legit.
looked
I
at.
remember him going up on stage, but I don't remember him playing bass.
Yeah, no, he was
Yeah,
there.
bro.
Breaking beers.
Crazy.
Yeah, y'all were cranked.
Yeah.
I watched.
Yeah.
I was good, but he was
I was
definitely-
fucked off roti, baby. Oh.
Yeah, no.
That was good.
What's it
Goat?
called?
You'd go.
Literally, John
Something
looked
in
at
the
me in the
goat.
middle of that little
That
quiet
goat, though.
bridge part,
Yeah.
and just went. He motioned for me. I was like, I guess I'm doing this again.
Yeah.
And I just hopped on stage, and then I turn around and I see Smee just going, "What the? What?
Get
What?
off! Get off!
That's not your band.
our tech. They took our tech.
You're cheating on us."
What?
How
No, I
many
remember-
bands are you teching for, bro?
Yeah, I remember Bakes was too, because Bakes saw him go up and he's like, what the fuck? Bakes was hammered. He's like, is that Lee again?
Guy doesn't get off of that stage. Hey, good for him.
The band Camino, See Through.
Yeah.
Always a vibe.
Dude, I
Always a
that
vibe.
song so much.
Close second, less than I do. As
I
well
don't
a
even know
vibe.
that one. So-
Marianas Trench, haven't had enough. Been bumping that a lot recently.
That's a good track.
Yeah. What else? Honestly, there's a guy on. There's a Twitch streamer. His name is Corpse Husbands.
I know who that is.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
He's all over TikTok for his.
That's why I know.
Yeah, the one song. It's called "E-Girls Are Ruining My Life," and it's like he's got a really deep voice. I'm gonna choke me like you ate me when you. It's that song. I'll play it for you guys
Isn't
afterwards.
his
It's
whole
insane.
thing that nobody knows what he looks like?
Yeah,
That's his thing,
yeah.
right?
It's pretty sick. It's pretty
Yeah.
sick. And I mean,
It's
like,
a 40-year-old.
I just remembered that I also listened to Sober by Hinder today, and
No.
got me fucking going. Anyways.
but yeah.
Hinder's
Coming
fucking sick.
Trying to think.
You're the only guest that's done this off the top of your head, so good for you.
Yeah, man. No
What's
phone.
going on?
We
Well, 'cause
pull out
I
our
don't-
phones
Looking at his
usually
phone.
to read like what we've been listening to recently. You know, but Lee's got to unlock, man.
I mean, these are all just songs that are playing constantly in my head,
Oh,
and then they
okay,
change
good.
like every month. So, and
This is his catalog.
yeah, this is like
Sometimes I do that for a song.
Oh.
I'll do like 3 songs a week, and then I'll just be down with them, and then I'll come back and either be like, this song was really cool, or I don't know why I listened to this for a week because it's pretty
Yeah.
trash. Like, you know, like I was like, I don't know what I liked about this song.
What happened?
oh, and I don't know if you guys remember a band called Hello Goodbye. We talked about
Yes.
this. Yeah. Yeah, Here in Your Arms. I want to cover that when shows come back on, and I can start doing because I've figured out how to do Clovercast shows by myself with just tracks and stuff.
That's dope. That's dope.
Not even a looper pedal. It's just all tracks and me and a guitar and a synth.
Me and Bong Rip and a looper pedal.
Pretty much. And I'm working on
that
that
the
song.
song?
Yeah, Here in Your Arms. You are the one that lies close to me.
I actually.
Song goes
Great song.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
a great
When
song.
we demo
So
our new
good.
track, can we actually in the breakdown portion put a fucking Bong
You're just
Rip
gonna
with
tell
a
everyone
phaser and
that-
a bunch of shit in there?
You're just gonna tell everyone that we
You're
have a
asking me
breakdown
this
or a
as if
new
I
track,
haven't
bro?
already tried this in a song.
And it worked.
Where do you think that whole swell is from for Midnight? Yeah, going into the choruses.
Fuck
Just,
yeah.
yeah, no, just
Yeah, look, people listen
just
to this
some-
far. They deserve a little Easter egg. We wrote another fucking song, guys.
yeah, surprise. It's pretty rad. But yeah,
Fuck, I was gonna
That's
ask
pretty
you
much
something,
it.
I forgot.
slapping your feet.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's episode 8.
Toodaloo.
Thanks for
I-
fucking
Thanks for
coming on,
coming
Lee,
on,
and we'll
Lee.
see you
Hold
tomorrow.
on.
I
hold on, just
appreciate
let's
y'all.
shout out one more time. Clovercast, go stream
Single.
midnight.
Yeah.
It's
If you're searching it up, it's colon 00.
Yes.
It's midnight in military time. Yeah, it's a fun.
It's a
fun
bop.
pop
It's
song.
got a really good pre-chorus into the chorus. I love the verses, the
appreciate
fucking
that.
whole mix.
I think
like
you
the riff
appreciate it
in the
because of the
chorus.
bong rip and the bong rip
There's
build.
no bong rip in it, but
You can you
for
can
sure
go
a bong
follow
rip in it.
Clovercast on Instagram. Do you have
yeah.
anything else?
Twitter, yeah. On Twitter, it's Clovercast Music. Facebook, I got Facebook up. It's just Clovercast. Yeah, follow all the Clovercast socials. I'm hoping to get the next single out beginning of the year. So Yeah.
Next year?
yeah,
I'm just fucking with
yeah. No, the beginning of this year. Fucking cretin.
you. See you guys.
Thanks
Brandon on
for
that
having
trip.
me, boys. Love y'all.
All right.
Peace.
No, you just press space.
we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in to You the Artist, and Lee, we love you.
Love y'all
Sorry,
too.
over.
Peace.
Kissy kiss kiss. Mwah mwah. Love love.
It literally
That was
ended with,
stupid.
thanks for tuning.